Ooh. Here we go. Just got back from Nashville this week. I have been recovering. My body's been recovering. It's been getting me in the mood to go diving again and go free diving, go swimming and all that, because I got like a little taste of warmer weather. So I'm going to play a tune of mine called Siren Song. I'm going to tell you the whole entire story about it afterwards. This is Siren Song.
Going down to the canal in the middle of the night, 12 a.m., 2 a.m., they're all the same. You going head first, 'cause you heard the sirens call. The wax in your ears didn't do its job all the same. You heading head first into an alien world, and all the things swimming around seem to glow. There's nothing but darkness all around and the stars up above. It's just you and the sirens down below. These constellations are racing in a marathon of fate, going at a speed with which I can't relate. And they say I wanna make this place my own, my own. And the sirens say I wanna make this place my own. Soon the good professor, he calls again. You've been out there for a good long while. He says a strange thing swimming around down below, and the sirens bid you farewell as you go. These constellations are racing in a marathon of fate, going at a speed with which I can't relate. And they say I wanna make this place my own, my own. And the sirens say I wanna make this place my own. And the sirens say I wanna make this place my own. And the sirens say I wanna make this place my own, my own.
There we go. And oh, the hat only went up a little bit this time. Thank goodness. Well, as you know, all these are one take all the way through, so you get to hear a couple of voice cracks in there, I'm pretty sure. But that's a tune of mine called Siren Song. That's off my Before We Part record, and I wrote that song many, many years ago, back during my, it was the summer between my junior year and senior year of college. It was 2019 going into 2020. And that was kind of a weird time to graduate college, but that's a story for another day. As a lot of you know, in my free time, I like to do free diving and all that kind of stuff, and scuba diving, which is why the couch is decorated as it is. It's got my free diving equipment on there, as well as a couple of other little things. But that story came about when I went down to not Key Largo. It's the long one. Long Key? Something like that. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, no. But that came about when I went down there for a marine biology class. It was like a summer session class. It was 3 credits in 3 weeks. And for that class, we did all the marine biology stuff. You know, we did like the full class, quizzes, exams, practicals, and all that. But we were also doing research alongside it. We were doing it was part of like a 30-year-long research project on algal blooms before and after hurricanes. For that research during the day, we'd have to swim for like 6 hours and count all the different species of algae in all these little plots. And believe it or not, it was actually very exciting to do that, because while you're trying to count the algae, there'd be like fish swimming through, and there'd be, you know, like little sea worms and like coral and sponges that you'd have to deal with and work with, and there'd also be sharks and all that, and barracuda like watching you. It was really cool. It was a time that I'll never forget, and I go back to Florida for a little bit every year to try and experience that again. But during that time, my friend Ethan and I, one night we got bored, and it was after we just visited Key West for some reason, and we decided to dare each other to go diving in this like canal that we were on. And the canal itself was pretty much just the open ocean, but it had these mangrove trees on it that sort of made like riverbanks, and there was like a current to it like a river, but it'd be like, 16, 20, 25 feet deep, and it was everything that was in the open ocean was in that canal. So sharks, barracuda, coral, sponges, just anything. It was really, really cool. But at about midnight 30 or so that night, he and I dared each other to go in. And all of our friends said that it was pretty stupid, but they said they would want to go and watch if we did it. So, of course, we had to do it. And we asked our professor for permission, and he said he wouldn't officially condone our actions, but he wouldn't try and stop us either. So we took that as a yes. We went in, and we tried to make flashlights for seeing around underwater because we didn't have any. We tried to make them out of headlamps, like the kind you take while you're hiking. We tried to waterproof them using some sandwich bags that we gotten from Aldi on the way down. And it sort of worked a little bit. You could see things when they got within about 18 inches of that flashlight bulb, so about like this far. But other than that, it was pretty dark in that water, swimming all the way down there. And he and I, with our little entourage that was watching us to see if we got eaten by a shark, we went down to our spot at the canal, and we waded into the water, and we said, all right, I'm not going to go first. Are you going to go first? And he was like, no, I'm not going to go first. And we were just like, all right, let's just do it together. So we counted down, and then we went down. We went further, deeper down. And it was very strange because at night there's no boats going by. It's totally calm up top. So when we got down to where we needed to dive to, we were looking around, seeing what we could find. We saw some batfish. We saw, little mangrove guppies and all that. All the sponges and the coral were all lighting up as we got close to them because they'd like reflect back that light. It was truly amazing. But the murkiness of sort of that like canal water made it so that apart from like, that little bubble of light that we had, it was total darkness all around. So it felt like when you were like sitting there in the water, it felt like you were floating in space because it was dark below, dark around, and up above, the stars were poking through the water because it was so calm up there. And the whole entire time you're going through it, you're getting the feeling that you're being watched constantly. And eventually our professor came out and said, like, come on guys, like you gotta be up at early in the morning. It's 2 a.m. now. So we left and all that, and I don't think I'll ever forget that feeling of just like diving down into total darkness, not knowing what's waiting for me down there, and experiencing that feeling of being watched, and yet still just wanting to explore more and continue further on. It was really, it was almost intoxicating, the feeling. But that's what Siren Song is about all that, and about wanting to stay down there forever and become one with the sirens. Anyway, I hope you all like that. I hope you all like the song. I hope you all like the story. I look forward to seeing you all next week for next week's song. And, of course, as always, my friends, if you like the content that you're seeing with this studio series that I'm doing this year, then make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment, make sure to send it to all of your friends. Tell me in the comments down below what your favorite story from being in the water, in the ocean, in the lakes, doesn't matter, in the water is. And I'll see you all next week. Until then.